Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's first topic, and is it ever a topic? So, last night, as everybody in the world knows, the NFL season started off with a bang with the Kansas City Chiefs facing up against the new and upcoming Detroit Lions. And everybody, and I mean everybody, was picking the Kansas City Chiefs to beat this team, okay? And I'm going to go into some things and I'm going to make my true point. Because the point of this is excuses, more excuses, and keep the same energy. That's the premise of today's episode. But I'm going to break it down and you'll see where I'm taking it. So, what did we see from last night? We saw a lot of missed calls. We had guys not lining up properly, right? False starting, holding, and the referees did not call it until the fourth quarter of the game. And when I mean holding these other players, holding the Detroit Lion pass rushers, Aiden Hutchinson and them, like they're taking them to prom. I love you, you love me. Look into my eyes, baby. That's how they were holding them. And they were getting away with it the entire game. That's point one. Point two. The Detroit Lions defense dropped. And I literally mean wide open dropped. 4 interceptions. 4 of them. Through their hands. I mean, it went right through them. Dropped them. So Patrick Mahomes' game could have been way worse than what it was statistically. That's number 2. And number 3, and this is where I bring everything full circle. All I've heard since then is excuses that he does not have the weapons to be successful. This is the worst receiving core that they have ever seen a good quarterback have. Oh! Why y'all lying? Why you lying? That's where this is going. Because that brings us full circle. Because from my recollection, my quarterback's Lamar. Oh! And don't y'all forget it. He's had to deal with Willie Snead, Seth Roberts, a screw in the foot and drop heavy Marquise Brown, Sammy Hammy Watkins, an old and retired Deshaun Jackson, Dez Bryant, old and retired, Demarcus Robinson. Out of all those guys, and Prochet, I forgot Prochet. The only one of those guys that I just named right now that is on a team is Demarcus Robinson, and he's wide receiver 6 for the Rams. 6. And Cooper Kupp ain't even playing. And he's number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not going to go there. What I'm going to do is, before I go slap happy on the absolute hypocritical points that the media has ingratiated themselves on, I'm going to show you some video. Because, we all love us some video. Look at this.
The Lamar Jackson slander has to stop. What do people expect him to do when this is what he's working with? I'm not sure if there's a record for most dropped passes in a game. But if there is, the Ravens definitely broke it in this one. And what makes it worse is that they weren't just dropping passes, they were dropping touchdowns. They're at the goal line here, and Lamar floats this ball up to Mark Andrews, and he just forgets how to catch. This time, Lamar's going to go to his other tight end, Josh Oliver, and guess what? He drops it. Surely that's the last one, though, right?
There's worse ones.
Nope, here's one more. It's the beauty of a pass from Lamar, but it goes right through the hands of Andrews. And then on top of all of that, you've got Greg Roman dialing up screen passes to Patrick Ricard on 2nd and 14. And the worst part about this is that people will blindly look at Lamar's stat line and say that he played bad, even though he made a bunch of really good throws in this game, like this one to Deshaun Jackson that was right on the money. This is a great example on why you can't only look at stats. The Lamar Jackson slander has to stop. What do people expect him to do when this is what he's working with? I'm not sure if there's a record for most dropped passes in a game, but if there is...
No! I got more. Look at this one. Look. Yes! Let's go. Holy mother of pearl. Oh, look at... Drop. Wide open drops. Lamar should have had 6 passing touchdowns in that game. 6! Look at this. We're talking about they're dropping touchdowns. Look at that wide open. Look at this. Jesus. Oh. Ah. Look at this. It's just shooting me to death. Every one of them hurt. Look at it. Ah. And y'all say I should feel sorry for Patrick Mahomes? The same Patrick Mahomes that has had Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is the same player that has made Tua look like an MVP candidate. Look at it. That's God. And you're going to look me in my face, look me in my eye and say that somebody's had it worse than Lamar? And you know what makes it even crazy about Lamar? Even crazier? He refuses to throw them under the bus. He sits there and he says, look, I could have been better. I could have made a better throw. I could have did more. It's my fault. I'm the leader. It's on me. Gracious in the face of, look at, in defeat. And you're seeing a lot of Mark Andrews drops. For a lot of the other people, but he has Mark Andrews. The only receiver to show up in the playoffs, the only player on offense to show up in the playoffs outside of Lamar Jackson was Marquise Hollywood Brown. That's the only reason why most Raven fans were not like totally against him, because they know that in the playoffs, that's when he turns into Hollywood. He's going to have 1 or 2 games where he's going to drop 4 or 5 wide open balls. Pause. He's just going to drop them. Just boop, drop. You know what I mean? But because he played so well in the playoffs, everyone's like, you know, we'll just get to the playoffs. So that's what we've had to deal with. Now, I want to say this. For the Chief fans saying that Mahomes has the worst receiving core they ever seen. Oh! Shut up. You know that's a lie. For the Raven fans that were agreeing. Oh! You know that's a lie. Shut up and sit down. And for the other Raven fans that were saying it while hating on Lamar the entire time, saying, our wide receiving core is fine. He has everything he needs. If it was Mahomes, he could do it. Oh! You know you were lying. Shut up. Matter of fact, black hand side. Hold on. From the top. Down top. Uppercut. Slap. I'm telling you, I'm tired of it. It's getting to a point now to where the frustration is starting to boil over. And mind you, Lamar will never address it. He'll never address it. Even the other day when they were talking about his wide receiving core from the past and how it relates to this, he gave those guys credit. Think about some of the as Raven fans, think about some of the games Lamar Jackson could have had under his belt. He should have had, there's multiple games, not 1, not 2, not 3, multiple games where this brother could have literally finished the game with 7 or 8 passing touchdowns. We're not just talking, and I played those to show y'all something. We're not just talking about, they dropped a little pass on 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 10 and they didn't convert. No, these are bombs to touchdowns in the end zone. Drop. It's dropping so much you would think it's one of these new female rap videos. Drop. Hit on. Drop. Hit on. That's all you're going to hear. And it kept happening. And you know what they blamed it on? It's his accuracy. He's not throwing the ball well. He's a running back from Harvey. That's what's really going on. And they thought that they were speaking facts. I made the comparison because I specifically said when Patrick Mahomes had to deal with a line similar to the pass protection that Lamar was getting, he couldn't score in the Super Bowl. Y'all remember that, right? Oh, y'all don't remember that? The reason why I said, and I know people's going to come back, that's not true. That line, do you know that in the Titans game? Yes, the one where everybody said Lamar had empty yards. His stats didn't mean nothing, right? That game Remember when he put up like 500 total yards by himself, 140, 150 yards rushing, 370 yards passing? Y'all remember that game? He was pressured more in that game than Patrick Mahomes against the Bucs in the Super Bowl. And I'm going to read something off to you because I know people are going to be like, yeah, but this was his stat line going into the fourth quarter. 304 passing yards, 138 rushing yards for 442 total yards and a passing touchdown. That was his stat line. But y'all blamed him. Y'all said he had to be better. Stephen A. even went on to his show and said he can't throw. Remember? This is why I do not feel sorry. Now, mind you, in the grand scheme of things, I like and I respect Patrick Mahomes as a talent. I've told everybody this. I said that him and Lamar are the best two quarterbacks in this league, and it's not even close. But all of what I've shown you makes 2019 even more special. Because you know what that means? That means he did it without the Tyreek Hills. He did it without the Travis Kelce. He did it without the Jamar Chases, the T. Higgins, all these guys that the Devontae Adams, all these other guys that these other quarterbacks have at their disposal. He did it without all of them. And to make it even worse, and this is another point I'm going to make, everyone's saying, well, Patrick has Kelce, and the Kelce for Lamar is Mark Andrews. Remember, he still got the blame for the Titans game. Do you remember that Mark Andrews actually was hurt in that game? He was hurt from the first quarter and did not return. That's why Hayden Hurst was starting at the half. Y'all forget about that, right? So he was playing without his number one target. Marquise Brown was hurt because he had screw in his foot. He was the only one doing anything, and everybody else doing what they were doing. That's all he had. That's all he had. And during all of that, he was being pressured more than Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. And you know what y'all told me? You know what you told me? He wasn't good enough. He couldn't pass. He didn't come up to par. The MVP is short-sighted because it was him. He didn't really deserve it. Shut up. I'm tired of you. You lied on my man's 8. I can't wait till he whistles so I can shove it down your throat. I'm going to do it. Black hand power slap. I'm telling you. Bro, it gets to a point that the narratives hold no weight. And these narratives are like they're in space because they're weightless. Totally weightless. And to make it worse, they're baseless. Sickening. Absolutely sickening. So no, I don't want to hear no excuses for Patrick Mahomes. Get over it. Chiefs fans, get over it. And for any other quarterback that's going to have problems with their line and receivers and stuff like that, them dropping the ball, Patrick Mahomes, and I'm going to show you even this, and I'm going to end on this, because I always like transparency. Patrick Mahomes passed 21 completions on 39 attempts. You know what that means? That means he completed about 53% of his passing for 226 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception, and he should have had 4 interceptions in that game. I'm going to show you something real quick. 21 out of 39. I'm pretty sure it's 53. My numbers can be off. 21 to 39. 21. 53.538. That was his number. .538465154. That's the exact number of the percentage of his pass completion rate. So in other words, he's inaccurate. If we're gonna base and tell everybody how they're supposed to be, based on how they critique Lamar, then he was horrible and he can't throw. Maybe he needs to switch positions. And he led his team in rushing yards. Oh yeah, that's definitely a running back. But let me know what you think down in the comment section. Am I tripping? Am I holding Patrick Mahomes to an unfair level? Am I not trying to be Am I not being transparent when it comes to the comparisons to him to Lamar Jackson? Please let me know down in the comment section. Hey, Sean, please let me know. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Tell me what you think. And that's an episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. You know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh, but everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You know I love the comments. And if you have not already done so, check out The Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Look, 3 tiers of absolute content goodness. This week starts all the private episodes and stuff like that for the people that have become patrons. Go take a look. Tell me what you think. It supports the channel also. And if you want to donate to the channel just to help out with getting new equipment, stuff to bless me, whatever else it is, other people have different reasons why. Bottom of the screen, QR code to a Cash App. Cash App is located in the description of every video that we do, and the name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Super, super easy. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This show is Nitro signing off, and as always, you guys know my slogan. Peace. And I'm out. Like Mahomes receivers. Yeah!